Okay, welcome back for part 5 in this series of this birdhouse lamp. I am going to be getting a fixture for this and making a bottom for this also, and preparing the electrical side of this project. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe and share and like. Thanks for watching. So I needed a bottom for this, and I brought back this piece, and I'm going to cut it from here to here 10 inches. And let's see, this is, well, the top is about 10 inches. With this curvy base, it's going to be about another half, so about 11 inches. So I think this is a good size, and I'll have to flatten it. I have a drum sander, I'll run it through that after I cut that off and smooth out these edges. So this will be the base, and this is how it will look. I might try to stain it so it matches this color better. I don't want this to be so dominant. Okay. I added some lights in the back because it was pretty dark in here. So I have to make a decision. Do I want to have a rough edge here, or do I want to have a soft edge? I think the soft edge looks better. So I'm going to sand this down. I'll use a tool and then put a framework around this, maybe in here. Kind of like take a piece of this and put it in there so I can get this thing on and off. It'll be bigger than this because this won't be big enough to hold it. So I'm wearing a mask, an N95. This is cypress. I don't know if it's good or bad to breathe. And this is not a variable speed, but it'll do the trick. I think I got an 80 on here. So the connections are on the bottom, and this will be here, so it's got to come up through the bottom, drill a hole there, and then maybe drill a little hole here so it'll connect. So it'll come up through here, in through here, connect to those 2 points, and then attach this socket with those 2 screws. These feet will go on the bottom, these 4 feet. And then I can, or I don't have to attach this. What I'd like to do though is put a hole in this thing in the side. So I'll put this in a clamp so I can screw a hole in that. Big enough to fit this wire. So the same, yeah. So I use the same bit and just put a hole in the side. And what I'll also do is just clean that out a little bit. Tie a knot there so when that goes through you can't yank it out. So, tie on this. Come through here. Just little holes. I don't know if you can see little holes there, so I'll unscrew those, slide those through, and hook it up that way. So I'm going to find center, put that in the center, screw it on. These are pretty small. I'm just going to use an awl to set it in place. Okay, this isn't an awl, it's a nail set, but it'll work, I think. One of these in, see if it works. Seems to be working. They won't go all the way through. This is about an inch thick, but they'll hold this piece in place, the socket. And I don't have the light bulbs to test. They have not been delivered yet, but I had to get E14 because it's a weird socket. But this won't pull through now, which is nice. So that will fit in the center like it's this way. I know this is dusty, but that'll change. Okay, so just like that. Now if you can see through, you can see the socket. But anyway, I think that's going to just be fine. And I think I'm going to clean this up so it sits nice on there. Get a chisel. Okay, let's put these feet on. You know, not too close to that curve. That looks good there. So I am going to use the crazy glue, or the CA glue. Again. And this spray, the accelerator. To secure these feet. When this is all done, which these will dry very quickly, I will cover it with that Danish oil. Same thing I put on the birdhouse. I'm pressing down a little. I don't know. I talked about staining this cypress wood earlier. I don't know if I need to do that. I will do a test spot on the bottom with the Danish oil to see how it looks. It may end up looking like that, which is, you know, not too far off from the crepe myrtle, so that may just be fine. Press. Okay, let's get some Danish oil out and put the glue top back on. I had a whole bottle of this, an 8-ounce bottle of this CA glue, dry up on me because I didn't use it. So don't buy it before it's time. I think that's going to be okay. This brush is losing some hairs here. Okay. I think this hole needs to be opened a little. It's going to be a good color. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's the table that's uneven, not this. Okay. Make sure there's no hairs. That looks good. Okay, just let that dry. And that's it. That is it. I got a plug on it already. I will put on this is a switch. I'll attach this. I could probably do that now. Okay. So I've been thinking about redoing this whole surface because it is very uneven. You can see I've got all kinds of glue and epoxy on this thing. So I've been thinking about going over this whole top with a belt sander and then painting it or something just to... I got gouges in it, all kinds of problems with it. But anyway, in the meantime, I am going to attach this piece. So what happens is you actually break the connection. So you cut a piece. I want to have it relatively close to the lamp. So I'm going to take my chisel and make a slice. Okay. And then break one of the wires. So there's the break. And these 2 points here get hooked up to the 2 broken points. So when it clicks, it makes a connection. So the idea is to have connection like this. And these 2 points get stabbed into this. So stabbed in there. Now that one. and stabbed, I don't know if you can see this, stabbed into that one. And I think they're in there. And I have to find the nut because that will hold it all together. In the meantime, I'm just going to hold that down so it doesn't go away and find the nut. And if you're going to lose anything with these things, it's the nut. So I'm just going to hold my finger there and tighten down this screw, which will tighten that nut and hold this switch together. And then that will turn it on and off. But like I said, I don't have the light bulb, so that's all going to happen later. I'll show you that later.